See this right here? It's a bottle. A bottle that has been sitting at my desk since I got back home from India. I don't know why I left it out for as long as I did. But it's also Lando Norris' favorite item. If you don't get that, I'll explain to you. Lando Norris is a Formula 1 driver for McLaren, and currently he's fighting Max Verstappen for the Formula 1 World Championship. However, he's made a series of mistakes, primarily in his race starts, that's cost him valuable points. And these led to a lot of hate from the F1 community. I'm not talking about disrespect or criticism, just pure hate. More hated than Taylor Swift, I would argue. But all this hate is coming from primarily TikTok users. TikTokers post slideshows, photos, basically anything they can do to dig up dirt on Lando. So I've come up with a list of TikTokers who have made it their mission to hate on Lando and try and ruin his confidence or whatever. Now I know you clicked on this video because I have an announcement to make, but stay tuned for that. It'll come later. Right now I want to talk about this. Let's start with this user named Goatban. If you look at Goatban's content, you'll just find video upon video of him glazing Max Verstappen. One of his pinned videos, let's take a look at it. McLaren has a million haters, I'm one of them. 10 haters, he's one of them. 1 hater, that's him. No haters, he's dead. With the hashtag #BanClaren at almost every one of his videos. But here's a specific video that has me fully believing he's Delulu. The correct winner of each race so far. Let's look at the list, shall we? Bahrain, Max Verstappen. Jeddah, Max Verstappen. Australia, Max Verstappen. That's a little bit controversial because before the race began he had problems with his brakes and Carlos was able to overtake him. Japan, China, Miami. These are all fair takes, even though I do think Lando really did deserve Miami win. Emilia Romagna, Max as well. Monaco, Canada, Spain. It's all going really good right now until we get to Austria. Now if you don't know, Max and Lando had a little bit of a confuzzle in this race. And since Wax was more at fault for losing the win, I don't think he's the real winner. Then Great Britain, Max Verstappen again. That one I seriously don't get. The Mercedes and the McLarens were on top in that race. And if you're thinking, oh well, surely it can't get worse than that, I think it can. And this was before the summer break, so this is only up until Belgium. And he puts or George Russell, implying that he doesn't fully credit Max. And the caption is argue with the wall, implying that he himself is a wall. And the comments are just making fun of them, and rightfully so. Alright, let's move on to the next one called 1x Claire. This is a Charles Leclerc fan account, and he says in one of his recent videos, the last thing I want to say in 2024 is this MF winning the championship. But that's not the only thing he does. I'm gonna turn off my face cam so you can look it properly. He clowns on him for thinking his pole lap isn't good, even though Max has done the same before, basically saying that Charles will always be better than Lando, and even comparing him to somebody who isn't a Formula 1 driver yet. I don't think he knows it's impossible to compare Lando to somebody who hasn't driven in Formula 1 yet like Kimi. And the rest is a bunch of Leclerc glazing and another bunch of Lando hate. Although I will give it to him, this is a very funny caption. So I've already showed you 2 examples of TikTokers who don't deserve to be on the platform. But what about somebody who's done the same thing as them before, but has redeemed themselves? May I present to you my next example, 81Anan. So 81Anan here used to post Lando Norris' hateful comment saying that his teammate Oscar Piastri is better. This is his most popular example. Let's take a look at it, shall we?
The box, mate. We're too slow. We are faster than Inter's cars. What the?
So this was during a rainy race in 2023 in the Netherlands when Lando wanted to box him when he said he felt uncomfortable. It is very normal for drivers to get angry in these conditions or even stress, which causes them to take their frustration out on their engineers.
You had a fast car 7 years ago. 7 years ago. You had a quick car.
So this is Lando getting a compliment from Lewis Hamilton, 7-time Formula 1 World Champion and my personal favorite driver. This was during the Hungarian Grand Prix, and I don't have enough time to tell you why he's mad here or what happened in the first place, so I'll just redirect you to these 3 videos that explain what happened.
70? Did get
70 points.
okay,
No offense, but you should focus on driving.
This is an old 2021 video where Sebastian Vettel, 4-time F1 champion who was driving at that time, scored the most points in a just for fun F1 quiz. And Lando says he should basically focus on driving, which spawned him a lot of hate back in that day. But he gets humbled on later. Remember that.
If we can get in front of Gasly, we get some free air and it's good for us.
just stop talking when I'm trying to race. Taking out some frustrations on his engineer. That's normal.
Lando, what do you think about it, Inter? What do you think about it in Inter?
No! Remember how I said Lando gets humbled later? This is the moment. Russia 2021. Lando's leading the race, about to get his first victory, but suddenly rain clouds come. Lewis, who is in second and fearful of the rain, pits for Inter tires, a tire that allows you to drive perfectly in the rain, because if you go on any other tire, you're gonna struggle. And Lando basically refuses to do that, telling his engineer to shut up because he doesn't want to lose his lead. As fate would have it, that's exactly what would happen. And Anand just posted more and more of this in the past until one day he posted this statement where he basically apologized about posting hateful comment about Lando even though he knew he was trying his best, and stated that he wants to support the Papaya Boys together. I think after everything he's posted in the past, it seems like a very sincere apology, and I occasionally come back to see his content. Someone's content I can't rewatch, however, is that of 16 Claire. 16 Claire was another Charlotte Claire fan account that posted a 365 hot takes thing or something like that. When I searched him up to include in the list, I could not find his account. I know it says a lot of 16 Claires here, even the one that we went over at the beginning of this video, but it's not the one that I wanted to find. I later did some research on this, and apparently he made fun of Max crashing, hoping he died, and even drew Ayrton Senna's fatal crash. But I don't know that for sure. I'm just going off of the TikTok videos that I found about him and the comments that went off of that. If one of you do know where he is, comment below. I have two more TikTokers I want to go through, then my announcement. This TikToker's name is so long that I couldn't be bothered to say it out loud. He posted a quote of Oscar Piastri, which was obviously fabricated. Just made fun of him for having the slowest car and not enough decency to win. But I have evidence that he might not be that bad. He posted Valtteri Bottas with the caption, "Simply the GOAT" on the podium, and this is because of a live glitch that happened during the graphics. And he is aware of the fangirls problem with Lando Norris. No, Lando Norris will not marry you. He doesn't even know you exist. In fairness, I haven't looked at all the content he's posted, so I could be totally wrong about him. I'll leave a link for you in the description to check out his channel and see what you think. Now it's time for why you clicked on this video. My announcement. Doing this video has made me realize how little I talk about my appreciation for this sport. Yes, I do have a couple of videos about F1, but they never feel like I put much effort into them. I don't really get to express my opinion that way. And since my main channel isn't really intended for that, I'm starting a new one, Boombox Rants. Over on that channel, I'm going to be expressing my F1 opinions as often as I can. If I see a topic, I'll do my research, record myself improv for about 10 to 6 minutes, and then I'll upload it. I want you to check it out, the link will be in the description, and I also want you to tell me what topics I should focus on first. This is a project I've thought about for a very long time, and I really hope that it pays off really well. Now, to end off the video, I have a little something I want to show you. If you go to the F1 website, go to drivers. They still haven't put my boy out of misery.